Good afternoon, parents, grandparents, teachers, administration, and loved ones. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Chamberlain High School's commencement of the class of 2018. Thank you for attending today's ceremony in support of my fellow graduates. At this time, please rise and remove your caps and face the flag here for the National Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
High school is full of firsts. There's your first homecoming, the first time you fall in love, the first time Mr. Kurtz patronizes you. I'm just kidding. And finally, the first time you realize that you truly miss high school after today. There are many great memories of our past few years, whether it's state basketball, watching the school plays, and many more. I'm going to keep this short and sweet since our salutatorians and valedictorians are much better writers. Saturdays are for the class of 2018.
afternoon and welcome to family, relatives, and friends of this year's graduates. I am Deborah Johnson, Superintendent of the Chamberlain School District. It seems as though no matter how many graduates we have, the armory is always full. And we hope by moving graduation to a Saturday that more have been able to attend this year. Thank you for attending and showing our graduates how proud you are of them. We started a tradition about 6 years ago where I asked the graduates to do something. So graduates, without standing up, saying anything, or getting out of your chairs, take a look around at all the people who have loved and supported you up to this point in your life. Take a look. Go ahead, turn around. It's full, the place is full, people are waving. Graduation is the most important day of the school year. It's the day we all wait for and anticipate for the entire year. During the school year, we have different days that focus on graduation matters. Staff members wear clothing that represents the high school they graduated from. Outside every staff member's door is a certificate that highlights where they earned their high school diploma and college or technical degree. And of course, the annual senior graduation walk through the elementary school, a definite highlight for our seniors and elementary students. Some of them are shaking their heads, yes. I have observed throughout the school year the talents, abilities, and interests of the seniors. Every year, the class that graduates leaves us memories. And as the superintendent, I try to be out and about because I've always said the action takes place where the students are, not in my office. One of my favorite memories is entering the high school and being greeted by either Izzy, Carson, or Paige, who were working on their online classes. I also remember the Marines in uniform who came to our spring concert in honor of Allison, and I believe they're also here today, and Nick and Tommy, proud of their band accomplishments. I think back on the early morning sports practices where the cars of Jet and Jacob were warming up in our neighborhood. I remember Michaela shining on stage at the Oral and Terp Festival or witnessing a standing ovation from students across the state for our one-act play with stars Ashton and Jared. I remember stepping into a classroom and seeing Adriana, Hope, and JJ solving calculus problems. And the administering of the AP exam, seeing the concentration of seniors as they demonstrate what they have learned. All of these make me smile. The memories will always be there. And finally, I want to recognize the importance of the generosity of the seniors on Senior Skip Day. Here was a comment from a community member to me. The students worked their tails off. They worked as a class and interacted with each other in such a great manner. Thank you to Madison Harden, Senior Class President, and Ashton Burke, Student Council President, who began our program. I would also like to acknowledge Mr. Phil Carlson, Director of the CHS Band, and Mr. Jesse Dunaway and the students themselves for their participation in today's program. Class advisors assisting us today include Mrs. Terrell, Mrs. Waterbury, Mr. Graves, Mrs. Giesler, and Mr. Kurtz. On stage with me is Mr. Casey Hutmaker, President of the Chamberlain School Board, who will be helping to present diplomas, and Mr. Rick Pearson, Chamberlain High School Principal, who will present the class of 2018. I am proud to work for this school district. Proud is what we hope all the graduates will be when someone asks them where they graduated high school. At practice on Friday, Mr. Pearson reminded the students that this is their day, but we also know it is your day for all of you, their families, relatives, and friends. On behalf of the Chamberlain School District, we wish this year's graduates the best of success as they continue on. Thank you for sharing your lives with us. Remember to work hard, care for others, and enjoy life. Going back to our community member, this group of seniors definitely set the bar high, and I know they will go out into the world and do great things. We will now continue with the student addresses from co-salutatorians, Ryan Felicia and Izzy Terrell, and co-valedictorians for the class of 2018, Ashton Burke and Michaela Meyer.
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you to the commencement of the class of 2018. Congratulations to all the graduates. Today's speech is a little out of the ordinary. Because we have co-salutatorians and co-valedictorians, we decided to deliver our speech as one. Taking advice from High School Musical, we are all in this together. We know that you would all like us to keep it short, and we're advised to do so. So we have made sure to keep it under 2 hours. We enjoyed collaborating on ideas and recalling past times to represent our entire class. Today is the biggest milestone of our lives. The last 13 years have led up to this moment. Each memory and time as a group has shown how unified our class truly is. This day is the last day we will be thought of as one. Tomorrow we will proceed as individuals, but hold on to these times forever. Now I'll turn it over to Ryan, Ashton, and Michaela, my classmates, who will continue this speech sharing memories, advice, and acknowledgments. Thank you.
Today is a day of reflection. We think about our journey here and our journey to come. We think about all the memories we've made along the way. Starting in elementary school with the time the entire second grade walked over to Izzy's house, or all of the classroom parties we had for holidays, or Grandparents' Day, Field Day, etc. Then we move on to middle school with the Karen Koalas and the Explorers with their so-called feud between them, or Driver's Ed with Mr. Kurtz. Then we come to high school. High school has been filled with many memorable activities. We have had dances, hallway decorating, whitewashing, dress-up days, concerts, plays, and more sporting events than we can even count. When we think about it, our high school lives have maybe been the most important of our times of our lives so far. This is the time where we have grown the most, the time where we found out who we are, and the time where we found out who we wanted to be. This year has been full of a lot of lasts. Our last prom, our last Chamberlain homecoming, our last class Olympics, but also our last time being together as a class. One of our first duties as being as seniors was to come up with a senior quote. This was a bit of a struggle because of all of the great suggestions we received, but I think the one that's most memorable to a lot of us was, "Eat your spaghetti and forget your regretty." But don't worry, we didn't choose that quote. I wish you all could have seen Chelsea's face when she heard it though. One of our last activities as seniors was Senior Skip Day. Senior Skip Day was a day where we got to do service to give back to the community who supported us through so much of our school lives. A majority of us seniors painted a house while others painted park horses, bleachers, and also moved trees. Standing there painting, I looked at the people around me, and I just felt so happy. Here we were, our last time together, laughing, listening to music, and for the most part, enjoying one another's company. As our time ends with each other, we think about our friends we have made. Not all of us have been here at Chamberlain the whole time, but we are glad that they are here now. To many of us, our friends have become just like family. They have made us laugh, comfort us when we were down, and stood by us when we made mistakes. We also think about how even though we may not all get along all the time, we always find a way to come together in the end. Our journey so far has been filled with many experiences, some good and some bad, but either way, they are part of the reason we are here today. Our past doesn't define us, but it does influence us. So as we look back, hopefully these things have helped us grow and hopefully guide us in our futures. The things I have touched on today are only a few of the memories we as a class share together, but I know there are many more held between us individually. I know we are all excited to move on with our next adventure, but let us not forget our time here at Chamberlain and the memories we've made. Thank you.
At the beginning of our senior year, we were asked to choose a quote that best represents our class. The quote that we decided on is from Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Emerson's words ring true to us today on our graduation day more than ever. Although it may seem dismissive to claim that our pasts are tiny matters, several dynamic voices of our world have overcome great feats by disallowing their past mistakes, failures, or setbacks to define them. Albert Einstein was considered lazy and rebellious when he was younger and couldn't speak until he was 3 years old. Einstein ended up developing the theory of relativity, which is still valid today. Franklin Delano Roosevelt developed polio and was paralyzed before he ran for office, but became the President of the United States and saved the country from the Great Depression. Oprah Winfrey experienced a turbulent childhood that included abuse. She became a high school honor student, received a full scholarship to go to college, and has developed into one of the most influential voices of our time. These luminaries are few out of many that have not dismissed their pasts, but taken the injustices or setbacks that they endured and created legacies that empower humans like us every day. It is imperative that we follow in their steps and recognize that we can accomplish anything, despite limitation. In terms of our future, remember that it is completely dependent on what lies within us. We have been taught strength, determination, and persistence by parents, teachers, loved ones, and each other. Without these qualities, the future would become stagnant. These qualities determine what is in store for us. We all possess the power within to mold our future into what we want to see. In conclusion, the past and the future are important, but the way you choose to overcome and take the world are vital. Thank you, congratulations, graduates, and good luck.
And now I would like to express our gratitude. First, I would like to thank all of our elementary teachers who were so instrumental in growing our love for learning. 3 in particular, Mrs. Crothers, who made learning fun, teaching us math through card games. Mrs. Swanson, who is this year's Teacher of the Year and a fantastic kindergarten teacher. And Mrs. Carlson, who not only led us in music and reminded us to keep our hands off the merchandise, but also taught us kindness, to care for and to accept one another. Next, I would like to thank the middle school teachers, who led us through what we refer to as our awkward stage. Thank you to our high school teachers, the people who helped us to discover truths about ourselves and how we want to pursue the rest of our lives. You have touched our lives in so many ways. All of your time and dedication is so appreciated. Shout out to Mr. Winter for never taking it easy on us. He doesn't want to be recognized, but he deserves it. Thank you to 2 kind, fun, genuine, caring ladies, Mrs. Longhenry and Mrs. Giesler. We would like to thank everyone's favorite tech guy, Nate, for putting together this year's senior slideshow. It was so much fun getting to watch it together as a class, reliving those memories. And Ms. Pazur, who none of us thank enough. Thank you for all that you do with student council, homecoming, prom, and everything in between. The coaches and activity leaders, who put in so much extra time and effort to help us grow in our talents and to teach us life lessons. Trisha and Lynn, the plays have been some of my favorite memories. I will miss the CHS theater department so much. Thank you to the administration for all that you do, and to our superintendent, Dr. Johnson, for all of the taffy and exciting pep rally speeches. Thank you to the community, who is always offering support. Thank you to the custodial staff for all of the work that you do behind the scenes to make the school a better place. A huge thanks to our parents and families, because they were there every step of the way. Every "did you do your homework?" and "how was school today?" led us to this moment. Thank you to my classmates for all of the fun times and great memories. These last 13 years have been unforgettable. Remember Izzy's High School Musical quote, "We're all in this together." Ryan's reflection on our memories made, and Ashton's advice, "Don't let your past hold you back, and let what's on the inside lead you to your future." Also, remember to always give thanks. A simple act of kindness and gratitude can brighten someone else's day as well as your own. Lastly, I would like to invite a very special person to the stage, Papa Cub. Mr. Palmer is leaving Chamberlain this year. We would like to thank him for the school pride that he has instilled in us and in the community. In the words of Papa Cub, #Cub Pride, #Cub Nation, #Proud Papa. Mr. Palmer, for one last time, please lead us in the school song.
Time to stand up. Sing it loud and sing it proud. For those who may not know, just follow along. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Chamberlain High School, hats off to thee. True our colors, truly shall ever be so firm and strong. United are we. Rock, rock, Chamberlain, hats off to CHS. Chamberlain High School, hats off to thee. To our colors, truly shall ever be so firm and strong. United are we. Rock, rock, Chamberlain, hats off to CHS. CHS, cuts are the best. CHS, Cubs are the best.
lot of hard work and time has been put in to get to this point. So, seniors, I hope you're ready for this. Dr. Johnson, Mr. Hutmaker, I present to you the Chamberlain High School class of 2018 for receiving their diplomas. I attest that the students presented to you today have met the requirements as outlined by the Chamberlain School Board and the South Dakota Department of Education. Upon receiving of their diplomas, they have earned all rights and privileges of a high school graduation. If at this time the class of 2018, as your name is called, come forward for the presentation of diplomas. Ashton Cyrus Burke. Michaela Grace Meyer. Ryan Francis Felicia. Isabel C. Tyrrell. Madison Christine Harden. Dylan James Anderson. Gabrielle Faith Anderson. Allison Doris Barth. Anna M. Beatty. Krista Love Blaine. Brenna Ray Allison Comfort. Emily Ann Cummings. Elaine Mary Daly. Nicholas D. Endress. Jet Demyron Evans. Celicia Melisandra Fletcher. Diana Marie T. Gonzalez. Caitlin Marie Hawk. Morgan Lee Hickey. Joni M. Holst. Sierra Rose Huff. Raina R. Kazena. Sierra Catherine Kanabi. TJ Langdow. Kesre Eileen LaRush. Lucas Austin Lopez. Angela Marie Lynch. Jacqueline J. Martin. Ariana Marie Mastel. Hope Annalise McCloskey. Kayla Ray McCloskey. Richard N. Menzie. Ariana Alicia Moreau. Colin J. Muller. Jacob Lee Mutziger. Jacqueline M. Oliver. Elvis Onyekwe. Jamie Michelle Pazur. Carson Christo Powers. Riggs Allen Prieb. Thomas Joe Santiago. Oh. Here you go, Casey. Paige Elizabeth Ryer. Danielle R. Running Horse. Mark E. Schwank. Jevin Lynn Sharping. Emily Elizabeth Sinke. Maria Ann Struzetsky. Brennan S. Swanson. Gracie Alta Marie Swanson. Kyle Michael Swanson. Denise LaFay Taylor. Luis Carlos Valles. Jared Derek Waterbury. Yep. We are very proud of each and every one of you. Enjoy the celebrations that are planned for you. Congratulations, best wishes. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Chamberlain High School class of 2018. Ushers, you may lead the seniors outside for the receiving line. We ask all others to remain seated until the graduates have exited. Congratulations, class of 2018.